Hi, I'm Heather, and this is knitting update number 5 for Saturday, January 17th. And brief weather report, it's still snowing here. It's been snowing nonstop, I feel like, for the last 3 days, and just more snow. But it is winter, and we are in Canada, so I don't know, I guess, what do you expect? I'm wearing my nice no knits today just because I didn't feel like it. But I have my nice hat from Florida. Oh yeah, Sunken Gardens in St. Petersburg, Florida. We were just there in December, and I'm giving them a shout out because it's a super cute place to go, and I have a little ornament there, crocheted flamingo that my mom gave us for Christmas. And I also have, before I even get into the knitting, my drink of the day. Anyways, it is Greenhouse Blue Lemonade. Let's open it up. I haven't even sipped it yet, and my mouth is kind of dry. That's pretty good. Organic. Oh, it's a probiotic drink, which I need for my tum-tum. Okay, so since yesterday, I actually didn't get home till like kind of later in the day, and this is early in the day, so I haven't done that much. But I do have a sock update, and not like a ton of progress. Okay, what the heck? All right, we're focusing here. So yeah, I'm done the decreases for the gusset, and now I'm just doing the straight knitting for the foot. That's kind of my favorite part because it feels like pretty much all the hard stuff is done until you get to the toe, and even like that's not hard, but now it's just kind of like a bit more mindless. I like seeing the, okay, I don't know what, there, forget it. I like seeing how the yarn looks in just like the straight stockinette. I also changed my nail polish today, and I kind of did it to match my sock because I like to do that. So yeah, that's coming along great. I am loving it. I am still loving the pattern. But I did pre-order Summer Lee's new sock book, The Sock Obsession, and that should be coming out, I should be getting it next week, or actually in a couple days. I did go back and watch her video because she did a video recently where she shows every sock that she made for the book, and I was super excited when she uploaded that video, and I pre-ordered the book right away. And then when I went back and watched it again, I was like, I think there's a lot of fun patterns, but I was less inspired. But I think by the time the book comes, maybe I'll feel differently. I also have the 52 Weeks of Socks Volume 1 from Lina, which I have not knit any socks out of yet, and I've had that for years. And then I have a bunch of sock patterns I bought on Ravelry. I have so many sock patterns I can use, so it's just about what will be the right fit for this speckly sock yarn, and I don't know what I want to do yet, but you know, like I said, we have time. I have time to think about it, and yeah, that's, I think half the fun is like obsessing over patterns and looking on Ravelry and trying to find the right pattern for your yarn. And I don't know, maybe other knitters like to do that too, but I spend so much time like just scrolling through patterns, and I like to do that. So the other thing I worked on last night after I got home was I wound up all the yarn for my next sweater. I don't think I'm going to start it today, although I do kind of want to do a little bit. Maybe I will start it, but I don't want to work on it today because I would love to see how the mohair and the yarn look together. So I was able to frog my gib that I talked about yesterday. Thankfully, it did not take as long as the other sweater that I was frogging, so it was pretty quick. I steamed the yarn. I let it dry overnight with like little weights on the bottom, and then I wound it all this morning, and it seems to be looking, it's not perfectly straight, but to be honest, any other time I've done this where I frogged a sweater and then re-knit it, I never did any of those steps. I would just wind it in a ball and knit it, and I feel like it turned out fine. So if you want to see how much yarn came out of that gib, it was, I guess I should probably weigh it before I start. So these two were the sleeves. Okay, I don't know what is going on why it's not focusing today. So these two were the sleeves, and then this was the body. I probably should have split it into before I steamed it, but I didn't. So it was like a huge skein. And then I knew I wouldn't be able to wind it all in one ball anyway, so I don't know what I was thinking. So the body was a little bit more crimpy, but I think also once you wind it into the ball, it sort of relaxes a bit more. And I guess my other thing is I didn't want it to, I don't want to like really stretch it out, so I don't know how much to do. I don't want to manipulate it too much, and I think it'll be fine. And if you want to know how long it took me to wind 1,000 meters of sticky mohair on my not ideal winding setup, it took me almost 15 minutes. And that was like not just straight winding, I was having to stop and like fight with it and fight with my ball winder. Same with for this, I thought it'd be the same deal. Thankfully it went a lot smoother for the sleeves, and then for the body it was a bit of a mess, but it was more because when I skeined up the yarn it was not very evenly done, or like even when it was like whatever, so it was a bit of a mess on the Swift. And like I said, I should have just split it into two, but that took me about 15 minutes also. So 30 minutes of winding I feel like is no joke, but I want to see how this will look. I think it'll look pretty, but it's hard to picture until you actually start doing it. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of all I have to talk about. I haven't made any progress on my little folded brim hat, so I would like to maybe work on that today. And then I also still have the sample knit for Hello Stella with the yarn that she sent me, so I also wound that up today. And I don't think I'll start on that today, maybe tomorrow. I just don't want to start it. I'm making one of the variations on a triangle scarf from the Midori Hirose pattern. All I'm working on right now is Midori Hirose stuff, I feel like. Like this is going to be the White Mountain sweater, so if you didn't watch my previous video, this yarn, I had made a Gib Raglan Andrea Mowers pattern a couple years ago, and I really loved the sweater, but I didn't like how it fit, and I felt like it was too stiff, and I also knit the sleeves too, I didn't decrease, so they're very wide, and I just never really wanted to wear it, and I feel like the color wasn't the best for me, so I decided to frog it. And now I'm going to make just a simple, like the White Mountains Raglan by Midori Hirose, and do like a toast dupe that I saw on their Instagram. It's like a chunky turtleneck type thing with 2x2 rib. I think it'll be really cute. So then working on that, I have to work on the Midori Hirose variations on a triangle for the sample for Hello Stella, which isn't due till March, mid-March. So I have some time on that, but I did kind of tell her I would probably start it this weekend, and I would let her know and send her progress photos so that if there are any changes she needed or wanted, that we could kind of deal with that. And I'm a good procrastinator knitter. Like I do usually leave things till the deadline, and I find that actually kind of works for me a lot of the time. This time I kind of want to get it off my plate just because I have a lot of things I want to work on. This, my hat, my a sock a week. I want to get onto the felt tip toque by Kiyomi. Yeah, I'm also on now a yarn buying ban until we go to Knit City, Toronto, which is in March. So I bought some yarn yesterday, I bought some yarn a week ago, and that is going to be it for now, hopefully. But I feel like I have enough projects, like I don't think I'll finish everything by March, because I also wanted to make a matching scarf and hat for my Rumi Raglan, and I haven't started those. We'll see what I can get through. I mean, it's nice to have a queue, it's nice to have projects. I don't need to feel like any of them are weighing on me, because it's all just for me, except for the one sample knit. It's all just for fun, and I'll get to it when I get to it, right? So who cares? But yeah, I think that's enough for today. I hope you're having a good Saturday or whatever day it is when you're watching this, but bye for now.